Welcome back to Species, where we are going to very precariously create a beautiful new simulation. And the purpose of this one is going to be kind of different. We want a map. This actually is going to work perfectly. We'll put this here. And we're going to get two different land masses. And what we're going to do is we're going to have them, the creatures, evolve separately on both and try to keep them from crossing. And then we're going to expose them to each other after a while and see if they murder each other or eat each other's resources or whatever. So to start, we have to pause and build a really big fence. There we go. We're gonna build a really big fence. There we are. We're just gonna fence off the entire world. I'm gonna build another fence. Very exciting stuff. We're gonna build a wall, and we're gonna make evolution pay for it. I don't know how that works, but we're gonna try it. Okay, we've got a few more sections of wall to build. Are they gonna be able to go over? I don't think so. Maybe they'll leak through. I hope not. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. I think we have all of our fencing done. Uh-oh. Okay, that one never finished. Whoops. Let's try that again. We'll go all the way over here. They're not going to go that far. Great. So we've split it in half. And now these two different sides of the world are going to have to evolve separately. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be very exciting. Because one side is going to probably turn out very different from the other. Even though they have pretty similar situations. This side's a bit bigger though. There's a little bit more resources for these guys. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so look at them go. They're having a really good time. They're eating up all the grass. They're enjoying themselves. Very much so. What could possibly go wrong? Look at these guys. They're eating all the grass. They're creating the greatest species ever. How are you potatoes doing? Are you guys evolving? I really do hope so. Continue evolving. We must evolve. Very much. Let's check across. Oh, this island's actually not inhabited at all. How are you guys doing over here? Great. You got. Oh, you have little legs. Congratulations. You grew legs, man. Good job. Proud of you. They're really eating through the supply, but in order to get the evolution to really go, we're gonna have to kill off the less fit guys, which means turning down the amount of food available to them. And even if we want to be very brutal, raising the water level to try and force them out. There we go. This is going to wreak a little bit of havoc on them, though. The population's dropping quite a bit. But it's important that we give them some challenge in their evolution. Otherwise, they'll just never, they will never get rid of the less fit animals. We want only the greatest of the creatures to survive. And we can see that occurring. Our best guys are doing pretty well. Look at them. The families growing and dying and passing on their genes. Very exciting stuff indeed. And over here, they're doing much better actually. They're actually doing really well. Look at them eat all of that grass. They're so excited. Okay, well, I guess we continue it like this for a while. Let's see if we can influence things. Hello. Have some radiation. Oh, you died. Have some radiation. Hello, you as well. Have some no. Have some radiation. And also, preferably have some children. We are going to bring you back to life. And we are going to heal you. We're gonna feed you a whole lot. Now you're gonna have very different children because you are irradiated. And we're actually going to... Oh, you died. Well, hopefully your children do something exciting in their lives. How are you guys doing? You guys actually have, like, legs and stuff. That's so exciting. Is there any real difference between the life on this side and the other side? Well, over here, we've certainly got some interesting guys going. I mean, they've got kind of legs, eyeballs even. They're much less potato-like. They're actually becoming like salamanders. And on the other side of the world, we've got a dog. It's got like a wagging tail. Good job. Although they are stuck up on the top of this mountain, which will probably make them very different in the long run. They're dealing with a very different environment. Thankfully, they aren't dying out, though. They're simply struggling. I mean, there's still enough of them to keep a viable population going, as long as they don't overeat and run out of supplies in the long run. Hello! Look at you guys, you're looking very good, except for the fact that you're, like, slightly dying out. If only we could decrease the conditions over here and increase the conditions over here, but I do not believe that is an option. We're gonna increase land fertility a little bit. Actually, let's do it a lot of it. Let's give them a really good run. Because now that we've gotten rid of the weak, we can now allow a huge population boom that should contribute by making a whole lot of births in a short amount of time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's getting kind of insane. Look at them all. They're so happy. Okay, ready? This is it. They're gonna all get stuck in different environments. Oh, we've even got some fish dudes. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. And now things are gonna get bad. They weren't ready for it. They were not sustainable. This is why you don't eat all your resources really quickly and not prepare new resources in the future. You're all gonna die. Oh man, it's getting very barren. Especially over here. Look at that. They've got so many new plants and stuff, but they're eating them all. Eating them all to death. That's sad. Now the question is, what is going to happen now when we introduce one from one side to the other? Will they take over the local population? Will they cause everything to die due to using up all the resources? What we're going to do actually is, this guy right here is going to be moved. He's very evolved for his environment. And he looks kind of happy as well. I'm going to be honest, he looks like a very nice guy. We'll call him Fred. Fred, we're just going to bring you over here and see what you do to the local life. We're gonna feed you a bit too so that you don't, like, die. Oh, he has had children. Fred has had children. Okay. Little Freds. Little Freds are beginning to appear. I don't know where the main Fred is, but we can identify the Freds by their 2 large back feet. Which may actually be different now. Are we identifying a large amount of Freds? I can't even tell, honestly. They all look so similar. We need more differences between them. We should, like, irradiate... Oh. Oh, yes. Let's just cause a little bit of diversity, shall we? Well, there's gonna be some weird children coming out of these creatures. They just got a nice dose of radiation. Everything just got a nice dose of radiation. Okay, these guys are all how are they looking? Are they looking pretty normal? Ah, we can identify them now because we've got some very, very differently colored ones. These guys look like aliens. Jeez. That thing looks really angry. Okay, let's bring him into the new environment and see what happens. Let's see if he plays nice with the locals. He's very small compared to them, though. Okay, hello. Will he take over? That's the question of the day. Is he going to destroy the environmental niche? Oh, did he die? He may just not be well enough evolved to live in this area. I think he died. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's sad. Let's go back and find another person who can spread their species. This is basically the same species right here as before. Okay, let's see if they can survive. So I think it's important that we feed them very well and encourage them to have many children. There we go. So now they have a real chance of interfering. Although they are really just dying. Oh, they're going out to sea and die. Why are they dying so rapidly? That's the question. It looks like they just can't handle this environment. Though we do have some survivors. Oh no! I think we actually drove out the original species. We did! Look at that! They've caused all the other ones to flee and die. Oh, that's kind of brutal. So it was successful. We've actually demonstrated bringing a new species in, pushing out the old one. Yikes. They've taken up all of the resources. And the sad thing is they aren't even well evolved to this area, so they may actually die out. This area may actually become completely dead soon. But maybe not. It looks like over time they are getting more viable for their environment. Which is good. Because then it's not a waste at least. Well, they're pretty close to dying though. Only through sheer luck and will they make it. And how do things look over here? Oh, it's all the same species as well. This one species has done a fantastic... Oh, we've got one different thing here, but they're just dying out. Wow. That's it. There has been a complete takeover. Very interesting. There's nobody else left. Oh, these guys are turning pink now. Oh, we've got some new genetic diversity. Fantastic. Because now we can move one of them back to the mainland and see if they're still evolved for over there. Can they survive? Here we go. We're gonna test it. Can the pink dudes take over? Letting them have a little bit of children so that they have a chance. And let's see what happens. They should still be better evolved for this area because, you know, they're evolving over here the longest. And they are very efficiently multiplying. Actually, I'd say about half of the people, okay, not half, but there are quite a few pink creatures over here compared to the black ones. Although it looks like the pink ones may have died out. No, they weren't as well evolved to the area anymore. It looks like it would be extremely challenging for them to survive in a different environment. But now we're going to make things interesting. We're going to ramp up the amount of fertility by a lot. And we're going to drop the ocean level by a lot. So that they actually have the ability to reach each other. And we're going to remove the fence. Now there's a land bridge between the two, and there's no reason for them not to travel because there is a little isthmus of land over here, which they can cross. The question is, will they? And will they kill one or the other out? I mean, there is not much preventing them from crossing. Oh, these guys died out. How? How did you die? You were given more of everything. You shouldn't be dead. You have more food. How did you starve? There's food everywhere. Thankfully, I caught your decline and I have saved your species. That was almost bad. Jeez. Throw a ton of food at them and they still managed to die. Disappointing. Disappointing. But they're still failing. They are still failing. Well, maybe not completely. They are having kids and not completely dying out, but it's pretty rough. And I think that the other guys are actually going to come over and steal. Actually, no, these guys are actually staying. Oh, they've devolved. These guys are actually less evolved. Huh. Dormant genes are starting to come out. I guess because it's easier to survive now. They don't need to be as evolved. Well, let's simulate an ice age just to give them a little bit of challenge. Where is that? There we go. Ice age time. Ice age time. Everyone's gonna die. It's ice age time. Oh boy. What's gonna happen? So the temperatures here and over there are actually pretty similar. Oh, look! They've got a species up and running. Oh, and it's the original guys. Look at them. They're actually back and surviving very well. Well, let's see if they survive more readily or if the other species does, because there's a big change coming. There is dropping temperatures and a lot of ice and snow. And if we drop it a bit further, things are going to start getting a little bit icy. Here we go. Ah, we see a lot of extinctions taking place now. Pretty much everywhere is now frozen. We have some guys trying to survive, but I think that's the end of them. Will anyone survive the cold flash? These guys over here seem like the only hope for the survival of literally all life. But they're actually making it. Barely. Probably because they found this tiny little area that isn't completely frozen. And they are actually managing to make it through. It looks like this was the most well-adapted species for the Ice Age. And they're actually managing to spread and even prosper. Interesting. You see, I thought that you would definitely see almost everything die out and take a long time to start survival, but it looks like they're actually increasing in population very slowly and moving out further for better food sources. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that was a major sudden drop in population there. Looks like they all got old and died around the same time. 6 are still alive. 5, 4, 3, 2... Is that it? Is that the... Oh, no! They've all died. But it's not too late. We've got the power of science. It's gonna be okay, man. You're gonna survive slightly. I'm gonna help you out. We're just gonna feed you and irradiate you so that your children are a little bit... Okay. Could you not die while I'm trying to help you out? Please? Could just have chill... Okay, they're dead. Never mind. Well, I guess that's it. That was interesting, though. We did actually manage to kill out a species completely by introducing another into their area. So, fun. Very fun. Murdering species is fun. And I will see you all next time. If you remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Yay!